He's good at his job. He's a very talented interviewer. He's so calm and cool and whatever.
Allow me to blow your mind.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been attempting to start this channel for a while now, and man, I have no idea what to do. I mean, you just have this feeling that you want to do something. You have so much inside that you want to put out there, but you don't know what it is. So yeah, what I'm doing now, what this is me taking a shot in the dark. I know once I start doing this, ideas are gonna flow, but if I do not start, it's not gonna flow. It's one of those projects, so here it goes. Alright, okay, I'll just get right to it. Black box interview hosted by Ebuka in a black box. Surprise, right? I absolutely love it. It's the kind of content that we need right now, especially because the production value is very, very good. I mean, I must have counted about 4 different camera angles on that thing. There's a wide, there's maybe about 5 even camera angles, well directed, well produced. Now, Ebuka is pretty much, I mean, if you go on the comment section of those videos, you see a bunch of people deriding Ebuka so hard that, oh, Ebuka knows good at his job, he's a very talented interviewer, he's so calm and cool and whatever. But yeah, I mean, Ebuka he does a good job on that show. And I like the fact that it's long form. I don't like the fact that they break it in 2 sometimes. I mean, they could have just, but I mean, they could have just left it that way. One interview might last up to about 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, my favorite part of it is that the guests are allowed to cuss. Like, they just say anything they want. So it's very intimate. The interviewer talking about, the journey of the interviewee, the guests. More personal questions that they probably have not been able to, talk about elsewhere. It feels very organic. It's not contrived or fake. It feels very real. If you want to check it out, I'll link it in the description. I want to single out the Falz interview, and I realized something. In fact, that was the first episode I saw, and when I saw it, I realized that there's actually a lot you don't know about these celebrities. There's a lot of things that happen to them personally. I mean, we all know that if you're a celebrity in Nigeria, you're like wild and doing shit all around and smoking and drinking and partying and having fun. But there's more to it. Now, watching the Falz episode, he talked a lot about the part he played in the NSAS protest. He talked a lot about growing up in a house full of lawyers and how he came about the whole Falz character that we knew on Instagram, the brother Taju character that we knew on Instagram, and a lot of other things that you probably haven't heard before. Yeah, so that was fun, and they talked, it was very natural. It didn't feel contrived. They talk like pals would talk, in the locker room, basically. Now to the Tiwa Savage episode. Tiwa Savage is cool AF. I mean, this is one of the things that make this podcast, interview series, whatever you want to call it, very, very good, is that you think you know these people. If you saw Tiwa Savage at the airport, for instance, you'd be like, oh wow, do I say hi? Why would you say hi to someone that does not know you? But you feel like you know them. But when you watch these interviews, you actually get to know them. Tiwa Savage telling the story of how she moved from Lagos to the UK when she was 10, and how her mother did not tell her they were relocating, and how she was bullied, how she was suicidal several times from being bullied, how she started singing and how that changed her life, how she got to be a backup singer for George Michael, how she got several writing gigs in the US, how she shared apartments. I'm giving you spoilers basically, just so that you won't have to watch it. But yeah, it is content jacking. Anyhow, basically the point I'm trying to make is you get to see these artists in a different light. That's the video episode. Just leave that episode alone. I personally did not find it interesting, especially compared to the other people. It just wasn't fascinating to me. He talked about his kid and clubbing and his dad and some weird ass topics. Yeah, I personally wasn't interested in that. Now, to my second favorite interview is the Chimamanda interview. Now, this interview is, I don't even know why I saw it. I wouldn't call myself a fan because I'm not, familiar with her work, because I don't read, because I'm a jerk and I'm lazy. Yeah. I think the Chimamanda interview must have lasted altogether about 3 hours. I'm not sure. But after seeing it, I was able to figure out that this lady is highly misunderstood. And if you're someone that does not read like me, you should probably watch those interviews and you get more insight into who she really is and her background. I mean, I still sensed a bit of shoulder pad in the interview, but I personally think she's alright. Like, she told the story of how she came up with that name, and I'm sure a lot of people probably did not know that Chimamanda is not even a real Igbo name. She came up with that name herself, and I thought it was cool that someone would do that. She told the story of schooling abroad and how she got her first publishing gig, and how she was on set with JJ. JJ is JJ Abrams, by the way, that she called like it was JJ Okocha. But even that is, so she was on set with JJ Abrams, the director of Star Wars, because her husband is a big fan of Star Wars, and he was offered to play a role as an extra in Star Wars in London, and it got cut. I told a lot of stories, growing up in Nsukka. It fascinated me. I don't know why it did. I don't know why, but I was able to connect with her on a different level. And she kept insisting that she only, granted the interview because of Ebuka. I don't care why you granted the interview, but you're here still representing yourself. I was intrigued and I saw it to the end, and I thought it was, there was a funny recurring theme in that interview and that was that Ebuka could barely pay attention. He kept forgetting things that she had said, and then he would ask her again, and I'm like, dude, she already answered this question. And then I figured if it was someone else, she probably would have gotten irritated, but for some reason, because it was Ebuka, she was alright, which made me think that there's a higher level of chemistry going in there. Like, it was obvious. You guys need to see it. It's just, this is not a promo for the interview, by the way. Just, you can stay around and watch my channel too. Just check it out. If you're like me and you love long form content like podcasts and stuff like that, especially podcasts. Long form content like podcasts. This is not going to be long form because mi ò ní agbára. Anyway, this is not going to be long form. I still do not know what I'm going to do from now on. As time goes by, I'll think of more stuff to talk about or to do. But you can like the video. Let's fuck with the algorithms a little bit, and let's see where we go from there. Thank you. See you in the next video. Peace. Thank you. See you in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Stick around. Peace in the Middle East. Alright. Live long and